Hello there. Are you having a bad day too? Well, maybe you need some spice to get you fired back up. When you're ready, we'll get started. What you'll need here is one whole boneless chicken breast, a half cup of hot sauce, anywhere from 2 to 8 tablespoons of butter, 1 teaspoon of cornstarch, 3/4 cup of breadcrumbs, and salt and pepper to taste. You can also add some other spices to give your sauce more depth or heat. I'm only using a teaspoon of garlic powder here. Help yourself to a small saucepan. Set the heat to medium and pour in your hot sauce and the butter. Stir the sauce until the butter is fully melted. Taste the sauce. This is the time to make the sauce your own by adding some spices. But remember, there is no shame in needing more butter. Once the flavor is to your liking, add the cornstarch. This will thicken the sauce, so it'll allow the breadcrumbs to stick to the chicken. Stir until fully incorporated. You'll know when you're done when you swipe the sauce with your spatula. It'll take about half a second for the liquid to reform. Turn off the heat and set the pan aside. Wash your hands before handling raw chicken. Carefully cut the small, ugly pieces of fat off the chicken. Then, slice the chicken into strips. If you feel some of them are too long, grab the longer strips and slice them in half. Grab the chicken and place it in a big bowl. Pour in as much sauce as you'll need to cover and no more. Stir the chicken until all of it's covered by the sauce. Store the remaining sauce in a dish and save it for later use. Cover the bowl and refrigerate the chicken for anywhere from 5 minutes to overnight. This will allow time for the sauce's flavors to seep into the chicken. Thoroughly clean your work surface. That's had a lot of contact with raw chicken. Wash your hands again and preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius. Set up a breading station. On the left is the wet, saucy chicken. The middle has a bowl of breadcrumbs, and on the right is the baking tray. Pick up the chicken with your left hand and softly toss it into the breadcrumb bowl. Now use your right hand to coat the chicken in the breadcrumbs. Make sure every nook and cranny is covered in the crumbs. Then transfer the chicken to the tray. Repeat until all the chicken is coated. There's a lot of ways to go about it, but my favorite is to bury the chicken in the breadcrumbs and press the buried chicken. Then, I like to flip it and do it again. That's a great way to keep your dry hand, well, dry. You might need to rearrange the strips to fit on your tray. Place a heatproof pad below where you want to place your tray, before you forget. Bake the chicken for 10 minutes. Remove the tray and flip the chicken over. You might need a fork or an offset spatula to get the chicken off. In that case, gently but firmly scrape underneath the coating. It's okay if some of it comes off. It'll be fine. Don't worry. Once you're done turning the chicken, put it back into the oven and bake it again for another 10 minutes. You might be inclined to try coating the tray in cooking oil to stop the skin from tearing off the meat. I've had mixed results with that, but don't let that stop you from trying it. Don't forget to wash the dishes. They've made a lot of contact with raw chicken. Turn off the oven, take the tenders out, and let them cool for a few minutes before trying to plate them. You can drizzle some of that leftover sauce on top of the chicken for added flavor and texture. There's something special about foods that just set your soul ablaze, you know? Some of us get our kicks from challenging ourselves to down something hotter than before. Some of us can't handle spice. And then there are those who just want to appreciate the heat as its own flavor. You still deserve food. You deserve to eat.